Watch this same swing, two completely different results. The secret to fast rally direction changes is a stroke most players get exactly backwards. Hi everyone, I'm Xiao Han, and today we're tackling a problem almost every player runs into. Why does the ball keep flying long when you try to redirect during fast rallies? Let me show you from the side. Watch carefully, this is surprisingly simple. When I keep my stroke compact, 1-2, the ball lands on the table. But when I pull my hand back first, 1-2, it flies long every time. See the difference? I'm not adding power. The problem is the backswing. When you pull back, you have to push forward to meet the ball, and that creates too much combined force. The ball flies out. If the opponent speeds things up even a little, you're in real trouble. Exactly, treat it almost like a block, borrowing the incoming force. When you want to change direction, watch how I do it. First ball, I drive or rip it aggressively with a full stroke. Second ball, I stay compact, meet it out in front, and redirect to the deep baseline using the opponent's own pace. They simply can't adjust. It's incredibly awkward for them. Just shifting the placement throws everything off. So the first key to changing direction, do not pull your hand back. See, I get jammed immediately. On a slow ball, I can wind up, no problem. But the moment the pace picks up and I pull back, the ball flies long. So where should the hand be when we're borrowing force? Watch my normal backhand position. 1-2, now shift the contact point forward by about a third. Right here, borrow the force, redirect. It gets so much easier. The racket face should angle off just slightly, but only a tiny bit. Too much and you lose control. So how do you find that natural, subtle offset? Shift your weight onto your right leg. That's the real secret. If your weight sits on the left leg, you're only set up for balls coming straight at you, and you'll get blown away by a wide shot. Don't try to manually tilt the racket face. Adjusting the angle by hand is unreliable, and your wrist tends to wobble. Instead, use your center of gravity. Going cross-court, weight slightly left. Down the line, weight shifts right. Let your body position steer the racket angle naturally. Watch as I shift my weight. The racket face follows on its own. It's the difference between steering with your body and steering with your hand. Weight on the right leg, and the cross-court angle opens up beautifully. You get a wider angle with less effort. If you try to redirect by flicking the racket face with your wrist, you risk the ball sliding off the edge. That's an easy, unforced error. Always use your weight transfer. Watch, I set up, shift my weight over, and the racket face follows my body naturally. The direction change comes from my legs and core, not from twisting my wrist at the last second. Let's see it in action. Watch my right leg, there's a clear step, almost a press, onto the right foot as I redirect. That weight transfer onto the right leg is what makes this efficient. You get the angle almost for free. The ball goes so wide the opponent can barely reach it. If they touch it at all, that's already a win for them. But don't overdo it. The shift is subtle, just a quick moment of pressure onto that right foot. That's all you need. Watch again, I shift, and the ball changes direction. If my partner sends it back, I shift again and change the angle once more. Now, the third point about the backhand down-the-line ball. You need to scale your stroke down. Think of my full backhand as a 10 out of 10 in terms of stroke size. Going to the middle, I dial it down to about an 8. Going down the line, I shrink it further to a 6. You have to reduce the amplitude as the target line gets tighter. Watch at full power down the line, the ball flies way out. Full power to the middle, still too much. 10 out of 10 cross-court works fine. 8 for the middle. 6 for the line. You must learn to scale both your force and your stroke size to match the direction. If you struggle to control the force, try this. Let the stopping point of your follow-through dictate your power. Shorten the swing and the force naturally decreases. Watch same force, but the stroke ends at different points. Cross-court, I finish out here. Down the line, I stop earlier. Shortening the follow-through is a practical way to cap your power. You can also think of it as contacting the ball a fraction earlier in the swing arc. So when you're changing to the down-the-line ball, remember, control the force and control the stroke size. So the first idea is to play the direction change with finesse, not brute force. When you redirect the ball, remember, borrow the incoming energy, no pullback. Second, load your weight onto your right foot. And third, shrink the stroke. Make the movement compact and keep the force controlled. Watch these next two direction changes. See how clean that is. The harder my partner drives the ball, the easier it is for me to redirect, because there's more energy to borrow. After every direction change, do not stand there admiring your shot. Watch, after I redirect with my backhand, my weight immediately shifts back toward the center. I love this next ball because it comes right back. You don't even need to move your feet. The ball speed is too fast for footwork anyway. You just need to be ready. The rally isn't over just because you changed direction. Your opponent will likely return it, and most of the time that return goes cross-court. Right as you finish the direction change and load onto your right foot, let your body drift toward the middle and get your forehand ready to block. Watch, I redirect, and at the same time I slide toward center with my forehand prepared. The opponent is practically shut down. Even if they try to loop, I'm already in position to block it.